Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give to Elliott running left. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Carr now on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action now. Mariota. This one complete to Scott Miller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, L.A. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota. And this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now they're going with a screen here out to the right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Check 50, check 50. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, now Carr. And going deep for Hill. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Carr. Flushed out right. The ball comes out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan, Coach. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is Jakeem Grant. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 11. They go play action. Mariota. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play fake. Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he's able to find Miller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mariota. Being chased out left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Rams 24, Buccaneers 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check tight. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Danny. Hey, 41's mic. 41's.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now Hill to return it. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Rams 24, Buccaneers 21.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Carr. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Rams 24.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
41's coming. 41's a mic. That's right, baby. They don't want to.
From the 36, Mariota escaping the pressure right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Mariota. His throw incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
They'll throw again. Mariota.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. Shreds the tackle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Mariota.
And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Carr. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
You thought you had it.
And some room to work. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Buccaneers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for L.A., they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.